Aloha and welcome to PIP Clips, Tips to Enhance Your Relationships. I'm Amy Elizabeth Gordon and I'm delighted to be your guide. Today, I'm curious about how to be a force for good in the world. If you're anything like me, you want to help this precious planet of ours. You want to heal it, you want to change it, you want to save it. How do we do that? In fact, at times I put my hands up like, I don't know what to do. And I recognize I can do it one relationship at a time. And I start with that relationship with myself. That place of coming home to myself, coming home to trusting myself, to feeling that safety and security that I have kept my word, that I'm not breaking those agreements with myself. And from that place, there's a natural extension into my relationship with others. So we can call this Maitri, which is the Sanskrit word for compassion. When I have that with myself, compassion for myself, I have greater skillful means with others. I have better relationships. So start with yourself, healing the planet one relationship at a time. And then that natural extension out. I can look at my beloved and I can choose to see him as an enemy. That is totally my choice. And I can do that and I can feel that warm, familiar flush of irritability and impatience. And it's warm and it's familiar, but you know what? It doesn't feel good anymore. Been there, done that. How many times have I done that? And it borders into, what do we call that? Righteous indignation. And I think, oh, and look at me. I get this response. And that is not being true to myself, because coming home to myself, it's almost like surrendering into a sweet, succulent softness of myself. And when I'm caught in that lockdown, that tight grip, I'm not there. So I can choose to see my enemy, my beloved, as an enemy, or I can choose not. There's a real empowerment in there when I choose to see him as my beloved. And from this, you've heard me perhaps say before, and I'll say it again, it's a good one. I can tell him, you might be right. Even if it's something I may not agree with, I'm being true to myself and my word, because I'm saying, you might be right. Instead of getting into that argument at that moment, if I'm not feeling like it's worthwhile, if choosing to be right is not going to get me where I want to go, which is happy. I'd rather be happy. I may say, you might be right. And sometimes we can laugh about that because we know, oh, I could really go here. I could turn on that rage. No need. And finally, I can look at my beloved and I can say, honey, I love you and I need you. And I don't know about you, but it took me a long time to recognize what my needs were. And I'm still learning them on a daily basis. More will be revealed. And as they become uncovered, I recognize the feeling states that go along with it. The feelings I have when my needs are being met and the feelings I have when my needs are not being met. And how do I advocate for my own needs? That goes back to what I first started talking about today, changing the world by focusing here and then extending that out. It's both and. The relationship I have with myself and the relationship I have with the other. So that's it for today. I'm Amy Elizabeth Gordon, delighted to be your guide. Be well and aloha.